Hello, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. My name is Mr. Maxwell, and welcome back to another side quest about video games with Exile Magpie.
Hello!
Yeah, we're back again.
Yes.
Did you know the Xbox is 20 years old today?
I know that now.
Yeah, you do now? Yeah.
So for anyone watching this yesterday.
Yeah. It was 20 years old. Well, the live stream thing's tonight.
Yeah.
I think it's literally in an hour.
It's a 20-year anniversary. Hey, well, look, I think... Do you know what? When Microsoft said they were getting into the console market, a lot of people went, psh, that's not going to last long. Yeah. 20 years is a good
and to be fair to it, the Xbox
I'm pretty
is
sure
a
it's
good
better
machine.
than Sega.
The Xbox is a decent machine.
Yeah, the Xbox was decent. The Xbox 360 was
very good.
Arguably the best console of that generation.
Yes.
The Xbox One
is a toaster.
Yes, it was a misstep.
I can say that. I can say it's a toaster. I've got one. It's right there.
It was a misstep, and yes, you know, and the Xbox Series X is good. It just doesn't have many things.
It doesn't have anything for it right now.
No.
I think Xbox...
And it says something that PlayStation has more things.
Yeah.
And that doesn't have many.
Yeah, that's true. I think the Xbox Series X is going to have a better end to its start, I think.
Hopefully.
Because you got to think the companies that they've bought...
Yeah.
Their games are going to come out eventually.
Yes. I think that's the big worry for me, is like they need to start... If not releasing, showing more than what they've just shown.
Forza's done really, really well.
Forza 5?
Forza 5. It's
Forza
the
Horizon.
highest rated game this year.
I do not have an Xbox Series X, so I can't say yay or nay to it. I do have a PC, but
Forza
would melt my.
That's why I'm saying
my
it's the highest rated game this year. And
yeah. It's look. I've seen a lot of people have a lot of fun in it, and that's all that really should be the primary purpose of a game usually.
So yeah, Xbox, 20 years, well done.
Yeah, here's to 20 more.
Here's the clap of appreciation.
You are the only people keeping Sony honest. So yeah, good job.
And we like that.
Yeah, a good Xbox means a good PlayStation, and vice versa.
Yeah.
See, we all win. This is not a zero-sum game.
What should we talk about first? I don't know. There's not been much news this week.
Well, except for...
Whatever should we talk about? Except for, I don't know, the absolute disaster that is called GTA Trilogy Definitive Edition. This
also being named as the Reforged.
It's Reforged. You know what's the most annoying thing? Is that, just like Reforged, this was a slow ball. This is like one of the easiest fucking sale things that you could do.
All you have to do is put a little bit of effort in.
Yeah, a little bit of work in the original games. That's all you got to do. Up the graphics a bit and help them work out with the actual things. And you clearly didn't do that.
Nope.
What they've clearly done, at least in the San Andreas thing, because that's where a lot of the bugs that I've seen are in, is San Andreas. Or that might be because everybody's everybody's
GTA,
playing.
No. The rain in all three of them.
All
three of them. The rain is. It is like I've seen it for like 10 seconds in action, and I'm literally like, this is giving me a fucking migraine.
I've seen the rain. I've seen the rain, but I've only seen it in San Andreas because the bugs I've seen, most of them they've shown off in San Andreas. So I was thinking maybe it's just San Andreas, but then I've been reading, and more people have been like, no, it's all of it. But
it's all three.
By the looks of things, they've just AI upscaled it.
Yeah.
So they've just had AI do it.
Yeah.
Which is why there's a lot of like
bugs, misspells,
misspells and like signs and stuff like that.
Like the double entendres
and the jokes
that are in all three are like misdone because there's deliberate spelling errors, and the computer's gone, no, that's a spelling error, I will fix that. And it's just like, all you had to do was put a team on it. Just put a team on it.
You don't even
have people.
You don't even have to have a big team on a remaster.
No, but
on a.
Well, the thing is, though, right? I guarantee you, right? The trailer when they announced the trailer.
Oh yeah, that was the best stuff.
That was one, the best stuff, and two, that was the only stuff they had. Because I think this thing's been rushed as fuck.
Oh yeah, it has to have been, which is a shame because the trailer makes it look like they've actually done work on it. Or what you're saying. I mean, like
that's the only thing that probably actually got work on it.
Yeah.
And like the fucking hypocrisy.
I know.
From 2K.
We wouldn't do that with.
We wouldn't release a game in the same state as Cyberpunk 2077.
We don't do ports.
We don't do ports. Yeah, I'm looking at the mobile version of Grand Theft Auto San Andreas running on a PlayStation 5. Congratulations. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not a port. Clearly, I mean, you know, the fact that like the body models aren't correct. What the. This is just
some uncanny valley stuff, some of those characters.
And here's the thing, right? They've done exactly what Blizzard did. They pulled the originals from sale.
Mm-hmm.
They
DMCA'd
any modder, and I know why now, because they were doing a better job than you were gonna fucking do, 2K. And again, this is not a criticism of the people that actually did the ones and the groundwork, the people who fucking probably went...
Well,
God knows how many hours.
Well, to be fair to them, it looks like they got told, like, they probably found out about the Definitive Edition the same time everybody else found out about the Definitive Edition. Just to be fair to them.
Like, I mean, it's literally rating on Metacritic. And this is the thing. One of the big red flags, really, people should have noticed was the fact that they didn't let any review codes out.
Yeah.
And they still, as far as I'm aware, they still haven't. The reviews I've only seen on Metacritic have been user.
Yeah.
So people who have actually bought the game. And it's roughly around about the same level as Madden NFL 22.
It's almost NFL 21.
Almost.
It's getting there.
Come on, fans, we can get it to there. We can get it to that level. You just need to go on to Metacritic and give it a really bad score. Because here's the thing, right? Do you call it review bombing if that's the actual...
If it's true.
Is it actually review bombing if the game is actually that bad?
I would argue no.
No.
I would argue no.
No. It's like some of the stuff is just like basic stuff has not been done.
They had to take it off PC, right? Because somehow the hot coffee code
was still in it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because they put it through a fucking computer. They didn't actually have people do it. So they had the original code and just put it into a computer and said, job's done.
Oh my god. Why?
The thing was I was actually saying, like, when it was first announced, like, okay, if someone gets me this for Christmas, I'll be okay with it. Because I'd seen the trailer, and I was like, okay, so if the game is literally that,
yeah,
it's okay. It's got to be.
I generally thought it was just going to be GTA 3 with nicer graphics. That's all I thought. I wasn't thinking like, oh, it's gonna be like a Final Fantasy VII remake sort of deal.
Here's the thing, like, let's be honest, Rockstar's in a bad place right now. When was the last time...
They have come out and said they're doing more with Red Dead Redemption. There's going to be a Red Dead Redemption 3, apparently.
Grand Theft Auto 6.
There's still Grand Theft Auto 6.
I mean, I will not believe it until the game is actually out.
Apparently that game has gone through a bit of production hell.
Yeah, apparently they've had to restart production from scratch at some point.
So,
all rumours at the moment.
All rumours, but it wouldn't surprise me if that's the truth.
But considering the fact that literally Take-Two and Rockstar have put all their eggs into the one thing, and that is GTA Online, and nothing else, I would not be surprised if we never see a Grand Theft Auto 6 or Red Dead Redemption 3.
Oh no, we'll see a Grand Theft Auto 6. It'll just be, Duke Nukem Forever.
You think it'll be that good?
Oh, no, okay, it might be a little bit better.
Duke Nukem Forever wasn't an open world.
No. Okay, it'll be Assassin's Creed Unity.
Be worse than that.
Oh dear. Oh, it's like some of the bugs, like the rain and the water.
Yeah, the fact that
there's a weird bug in the game that like some of the walls have faces on them.
Oh God!
It's like, how have you done this?
It's because they did it mostly through a computer. They wanted to do a HD remake on the fucking cheap, and that's what they've done. And then they had the audacity to say, "Oh yeah, we won't release a game in a poor state like CD Projekt Red. Oh, we would never do that. Oh no, it would be top notch, grade A, perfect." There may be bugs, but there won't be game breaking, and they won't give you migraines or epileptic fits. I'm sorry, have you seen your rain in your remake? Have you seen that?
Well, actually, have you just seen any of your games at night?
Yeah.
You can't see a fucking thing.
That's before it starts raining. When it starts raining, it literally is unplayable.
That includes Vice City. A game that is full of neon. It's just
it's just unplayable.
How can you have a game where in the city is so much neon light? How can you have it not be visible?
See, part of me wants,
how does that even work?
Here's the thing. Part of me wants someone to power through San Andreas so that they can get to Las Palmas. Is it Las Palmas that the Vegas version?
I think so. I don't know.
Because obviously it's Vegas, so it's like all neon. I want to see if San Andreas, that part of San Andreas, is just terrible. It's gonna be. Also, people have pointed out when they've gone to the top of the mountains and they can see the edge of the map.
Oh yeah, and
it's
I saw that.
Yeah, you realise how small the place is. It's there's a reason why you had. It wasn't just popping to hide. Yeah, that wasn't the only reason you had. They don't even have clouds, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, the fog's not there.
Are you fucking kidding me? It's your game is not. This game is not taxing on the modern day consoles, let alone modern day PCs. Are you telling me you couldn't put in a fucking cloud generation code? Are you fucking kidding me?
Well, why take out the fog mechanic? Because what they did was they put to hide the fact that there was popping.
Yeah, there was
when you got to the top of the mountain, especially in San Andreas, they had a fog effect.
Yeah.
In the distance, so you only saw what the game could officially render.
Yeah.
And no further than that.
They took it out, and it's
and they've took that out, so that now you can see the whole thing, and it's horrible.
Yeah, because the problem with for example, San Andreas, the Rockstar open worlds is they're all surrounded by water. Have you not noticed that?
Yes.
Especially the original trilogy.
Yeah.
They are all surrounded by water, and it's and they are squares.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just who thought? I'm sorry, but I'm pretty sure someone in that team basically said, "No, this is not going to look good. This is not going, And then all these decisions again. I always say this. This shit is because of management. Management who don't know what the fuck they're talking about, don't know what the fuck they're doing, and don't even give a shit about what they're putting out.
Well, no, because they've got the idiots playing Grand Theft Auto Online.
Yeah. And
so they're like, oh, don't worry, they're idiots. They won't know us. That's what they do.
And so when the people who actually work on the game, who actually are putting in the graphics and the fucking code and all that shit, and they come out and go, yeah, this isn't gonna look good. And the response from management usually, don't worry, you'll be able to fix it. It's fine. Don't worry, we'll be able to patch that out. I'm sorry, but I think anyone who bought Grand Theft Auto should get refunded. Anyone who's bought the definitive edition should be refunded because it's a worse product than the 3 PS2 games we have.
Yeah.
We have all three PS2 games. And I guarantee you they are actually in better condition. I would rather play with the clunkiness than look at that absolute garbage, because at least then I'm not getting a headache when it rains.
Ah, that's true. It's such a disappointment.
And here's the thing, like, you've got this, like, Grand Theft Auto Trilogy, done in-house. Done by the people who have the fucking code, and apparently, they know what the fuck they're doing. Clearly not. Again, management. Clearly not. And yet, you have... That's on one side of the scale. And then you have Bluepoint with Demon Souls. The remaster of Demon Souls is like the pinnacle. That is like, this is what you should be aiming for.
Yeah.
This is the pinnacle. This is the mountaintop. This is
that game.
This is the thing you should be aiming for, right?
I love that game so much.
And yet, two companies, Activision Blizzard and Take-Two / Rockstar, have lazily, shoddily just shut out two pieces of absolute garbage.
Aye.
And of well loved.
And also fuck the fans over who liked the originals.
Yeah, because they removed them from.
They removed them. So if you want to, well, I mean, you could. I mean, at least it's not as bad as Reforged.
Unless you've got the Xbox / PS2 version.
Yeah.
You're fucked.
You're fucked. I mean, it's not as bad as Reforged. Well, I can imagine Reforged. A lot of players bought Warcraft 3 on the digital store.
Yeah.
From the Battle.net. Mm-hmm. I can imagine a lot of people did that.
Yeah.
And now that's gone and been replaced. Like, they weren't asked either. They were just replaced.
Yeah. You just automatically updated it, and I'm like. I mean, if it was a proper actual remaster, then yes, people would be very happy with that. But you knew it wasn't.
No.
You knew it wasn't Activision Blizzard.
So, the question now, the only question that remains is, which game is EA going to do this with? Because they always do it. Each one of them jump on the bandwagon.
Yes.
So EA's the only one that hasn't done it yet.
There is a game they are remaking.
Yes.
You're very worried about that now.
Yes.
Dead Space, people. Dead Space.
That's what I'm thinking. I was going to say Dead Space.
Yeah.
Because they've all done this. They all do it. And he is the only one that hasn't done a remaster. The thing is, they're not saying Dead Space is a remaster. There's a difference here. It's a reboot. So technically you could look at Dead Space, the new Dead Space, as a completely new game.
You could do.
You could do. I mean, we do have to see actual gameplay.
Yes, but also the big problem for that is that the first thing we saw of Dead Space is the literal fucking pixel for pixel copy of the bit where you get the plasma core.
Yeah.
Cut off the limbs. It is a literal replica. There's no difference.
Oh yeah, there is that.
It gives the impression that they are going to stick to the original very much
maybe
as close as possible.
Maybe.
Which is not necessarily a bad thing, because it's a 2-generation old game, and like I say, I don't mind if it's been two generations and you now want to make it all nicer and sprucier and all that sort of stuff. But it's EA we're talking about here, and that is a problem.
Yeah, this is EA and a horror game, and a game that they can't really put microtransactions into it.
No. Because they tried that with Dead Space 2 and 3. And...
Well, no, 3. There wasn't any microtransactions.
Yeah, there was in 2.
Oh, yeah, but it was more... It was for the PvP.
Yes, and it was...
The PvP was terrible.
Yes, the PvP was
and
terrible.
Nobody played it. But the single player was fine. And then they realised, we can put the microtransactions in single player instead.
Yeah. And that was bullshit.
To which, why has a horror game got PvP? Why?
Well, if done properly, would work.
No.
Yeah.
No,
Dead by Daylight, you would class as a horror game.
Well, yes, but it is solely a PvP game.
Yes.
It doesn't have its own separate little story to it.
That's very true. Yes, it does, but it's done in the... Yeah, I don't know what you mean. No, what I mean is that if implement... You can, with the tools and abilities. Like for example, Outbreak. Resident Evil Outbreak.
Yes.
If they implemented that correctly, it would be one of the best horror survival game multiplayers ever. It would be the best, easy. Because
but that's not PvP.
True.
That's co-op.
Yeah, no, but what I'm saying is if you implement it correctly, the problem being is that that would mean taking time and effort to plan and put in place and test and see what works and what doesn't, and then constantly change it, when all they really want is slap a multiplayer rating, call it a day.
Slap a multiplayer so we can charge them.
So we can claim it's got multiplayer.
We need to stop bashing on EA. This is all we seem to do every week now.
I mean, they do deserve
it's now going to be a calling card. This is going to be on our flag.
Not us bashing.
We don't like EA.
I mean, it's not false. It's quite true.
I don't like EA. I do not.
I used to like EA.
I've got no... I'm worried about Dead Space, because Dead Space is literally the only EA game that I like now.
Yeah. I mean, we're tempted by Battlefield.
I am tempted by Battlefield, but there's been no console reviews.
Yeah.
Only PC. And they need to fix the Warzone mode for that game, because it's not very good. Well, it's good. It's just there's so many bugs in it. It's the
Portal mode is the thing that works.
Portal works, which is good because that is the selling point of that game.
Yeah. Also, that's the thing that's going to give it its life beyond
its lifespan. Yeah.
Beyond its lifespan is the fact that the community is going to be able to do whatever the fuck they want with it, which is good. And like I say, EA, don't fuck it up.
All they really have to do is just keep adding new things into Portal. Just putting new assets and stuff like that in there.
Just keep putting new stuff in it. Don't charge us for it. Just keep putting new stuff in it. You're charging us enough for the battle passes and the bullshit and all the other things that you're charging us for. So, you get to do that if you let us have Portal for free for just the price of the game, and just give us all the toys and keep giving us all the toys, and do not take toys away from us, and do not say, oh well, you need to buy these toys. No. No,
don't do what Activision are doing right now with
EA
with Warzone. Oh my god, fucking Activision. Call of Duty Vanguard is terrible. Do not buy that game. Don't do it.
Yeah,
it's time Activision learned. They need to learn now that you can't you can't just slap Call of Duty onto a fucking game and expect it to sell. Yeah, it's the worst launch of a Call of Duty game.
Yeah, it's
since
down.
I think Advanced Warfare.
Yeah, something really bad. It's down 40% on some of the
it's really. I think Advanced Warfare was the last was the last really bad one.
Yeah,
the launch that they had.
And this is close to being that bad. Which, and here's the thing. Well, if you just decide to do a just bullshit campaign, fuck all new with the multiplayer, and basically go Warzone and nothing else.
Oh, the amount of shit you get in Warzone if you've got Vanguard. My God, it's basically fucking pay to win.
Well, yeah, they've got to make people buy Vanguard for some reason, and do you know what? Here's the thing: because they made Warzone free to play, they've fucking fucked themselves over. Because the people who are I play COD all the time, are mostly playing Warzone, and the ones who are playing PV multiplayer have gone, yeah, this is shit. I'll just play Warzone while I wait for the next COD to come out.
Yeah, and this one's got... The thing is, multiplayer, a lot of it is just reused maps from the older ones.
Yeah, I recognise the World at War Berlin Reichstag map.
Yeah.
That's in. I mean, and here's the thing: is I like when the old maps get put in. For example, Container.
Yeah.
Because that's just fucking stupid.
Yeah, I like Nuketown. I like the fact that
Shipment. I think it's actually called Shipment, but basically it's the very small map.
I enjoy Nuketown because that map is just absolute chaos once it gets going. But I want new maps in a game that I'm paying 70.
It's not just that though. Like for example, Nuketown it's still fun. It's a fun map. It's chaotic, but it's still fun to play and do that. Same with like I think it's called Shipment. I can't remember. My brain's going at the moment. So, but like that is just complete utter fucking chaos.
Yeah.
It's complete chaos. It's like let's go Nuketown, but smaller.
Yes.
Like fucking hell, it is ridiculously ridiculous. But the maps that they've used to bring in were like the ones that were like either there was something unique like Nuketown with being so small, or they were the popular ones.
Yeah.
Like there was the one that comes back every now and then is the one with the TV studio. The TV.
Yes.
That comes back every now and then.
Yeah, but they do. This is my point. Like, they do bring new maps.
Well,
it's not just all.
My thing is that I've looked at the World at War map, the Vanguard maps, and I'm literally going, "Why you brought that one back? That's shit." Like the Reichstag Berlin, the Reichstag map is not a good map.
They've basically brought back most of the maps from World at War and the maps from World War Two. They've not done any original maps for this one. Or at least that's what it doesn't look like it. I've had a look at most of them, and I recognise most of them.
Look, World at War, it had some good points, but the maps weren't necessarily it.
World at War gave us zombies.
Yeah.
That's what World at War will always be remembered for.
It gave us zombies.
It gave us zombies.
It gave us zombies, and that's it.
It gave us Nazi zombies. It gave us the most overused trope in gaming history.
Yes.
Nazi zombies.
But, gee, I look at it and go, what the fucking hell? I look at some of the maps and I'm like, why? No one likes this map. No. Why are you bringing this back?
They want you to buy Vanguard so you can get the stuff in Warzone. That's it. That's all.
Yeah, there's an actual game mode that no one really likes, but they play it because it actually upgrades your Warzone
guns.
stuff.
Yeah.
It upgrades your Warzone guns, and I'm like,
at a ridiculous rate as well.
Yeah, like, oh, that's just.
That's all it is. That's all this is. The campaign is absolute garbage. It's more like it's more like watching a movie. Yes, that's what I paid £70 for, to watch a movie.
Oh yeah, like also like some of the decisions, like there's a cutscene that has to be triggered because you have to throw a grenade from a certain point.
I was going to say that. Like there's in the campaign, like you can't just throw a grenade at this door that you need to blow up. No. You need to walk over to a box that has the exact same grenade that you already have to throw at the door. Yes, because that's how war works.
Also,
the AI is terrible.
I saw the footage of the voice actors saying we want to make iconic Call of Duty characters because there isn't any. I'm sorry, but Captain Price is looking at you in the face with his cigar.
Excuse me,
Victor.
He's voiced by Gary Oldman for first thing. Victor Reznov.
Victor, kill them all.
Victor
Reznov
is the best.
Captain Price, Victor Reznov,
Mason, who by the way is still in the game. I don't know how he's not a 70-year-old man, but he's now in Warzone.
Yeah, Mason is...
Mason is the main character in most of the Black Ops games.
Yeah, Black Ops 2...
How can you not say, if in Call of Duty terms, he's not iconic? Ghost.
Like hell,
everybody knows who Ghost
Modern
is.
Warfare reboot. The Modern Warfare reboot had a whole bunch of really interesting characters. Was the story good? Not really. But the characters were good, and Price is just
Price is Price.
Price is Price. Is amazing.
Price is your stereotypical British, or I should say English captain.
Captain who gets the job done.
Yeah.
Like the means the ends justify the means type of guy.
Ghost. Everybody knows who Ghost is. Baz.
Well, Baz is Ghost.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. Ghost.
It's just like, what the fuck?
There's no iconic.
There's no iconic.
There's no iconic. Oh, yeah, okay. I wouldn't put them like I wouldn't put Viktor Reznov up against like Sephiroth as iconic. But in the Call of Duty world,
in the first-person shooters, Mark, think like you've only got Master Chief.
You got Doom Guy,
and Master Chief, and then you start struggling.
I would probably put Duke Nukem up there, not because of like he's a good character, just because
it's Duke Nukem.
He's been there. You know, he's there. He's always been there.
He's the Hulk Hogan.
He's the Hulk Hogan. Yeah, he's quite literally. He is quite literally the Hulk Hogan of the first person
a product of his time.
Yeah.
Ugh, never thought I'd make that reference before. Anywho, it's we got sidetracked onto Vanguard somehow, but anyway,
because I wanted to move on to something else other than. So I mean, we started talking about EA, and then we started talking about Activision. Because.
Like, and by the way, Activision, what else have you got? Nothing.
Oh, coming up,
nothing.
Oh no. They did the announcement for the 9.2 trailer for Warcraft.
Oh wow!
And it actually looks like they've actually done a little bit of listening by the looks of things.
Probably.
My general guise of the fans, what I've seen from the fans is it's mostly positive.
Oh, that's nice.
Of something, but
has the damage already been done?
But because I've watched the trailer and I watched it and I've just
here's the thing.
They did this whole thing. They did this whole thing, and it's to do with a jailer, and he's got into this place, and he's gonna, and then all of a sudden, one guy said something that just made me think. You're trying to ride the Endwalker hype here, because this guy went. It's the end of the Warcraft saga, of the first book of the Warcraft saga.
Yeah.
And I went. Hold on a second.
Hold on.
Wait up.
Wait a minute.
Wait up.
Wait a minute. Also, like, this is not the first time a trailer has made people excited for Warcraft and then turned out to be a bit of a script.
Yeah, that's
Warlords of Agmar.
That's my thing. That's my thing that I was going to get to is with the positivity seems to be like the area that the new area that they're going to be going to. A lot of people seem to like that. The designs for like the new monsters are pretty cool. I do like the fact that the new sort of race that they've got in there with like the NPCs that you talk to, they don't talk to you normally. They talk to you in music, and what you have to learn their speech before the text bubble will actually start. That's a nice. So you learn slightly, which I think is really really cool.
That's a nice idea.
A really cool thing.
I'm worried about the thing is like. A lot of WoW stuff that got implemented since Cataclysm sounds exciting and sounds interesting and sounds fun.
No, this is what I'm saying. I love everything. Everything. This is all surface level.
Yeah,
it's all going to be down to are they going to do their usual of putting a system in, people telling them that the system's bad, and then them still putting in the system anyway. Are they still going to be doing that? That's where I think.
Well, either that or put a system in. Everyone tells them the system's OP and will be abused like hell.
Yeah.
Ignore. Put the system in only for them to make it useless by the end of end of that part of the patch.
Yeah. Yeah.
And again, like, it all sounds good, and I hope that it does.
I hope it is good.
I hope it's good. My worry is that a lot of the cool sounding stuff that WoW has announced over the years for a while now, that they've gone, this, like, build your own base and do this thing, and or you can get this thing, and your this amulet is going to have a fucking gear leveling system and all this sort of stuff, and you can customize this and that and the other. Wow. It all sounds great, and then you get to the implementation of it, and it's just like, oh, really? So I'm hoping I'm wrong. I really do, but I'm not going to shout out the rafters that Warcraft is back, because
you can only
the worst thing you can do is hype this up to a point where like, oh, it's Warcraft back on. It's gonna.
Like I said,
this patch is gonna save the game, and it turned out to be a damn squib.
Like I said,
that is the worst thing you can do.
It's a lot of surface level stuff. We're not gonna. No one's gonna really know if it's any good or not until they actually play the new patch. But like I said, I do feel like they are riding on the Endwalker hype here with the whole. This is the end of the saga, and this is because. Endwalker. The first reveal for Endwalker was like at the beginning of the year, and they were like, "This is the end of the Hydaelyn Zodiac."
Can I just ask? Because I'm miles behind you, and you're coming to the end of.
I'm near the end of Shadowbringers. I'm right.
So is Shadowbringers like seemingly building to like this like monumental, very important clash is coming, and it's coming soon.
I think so, but I think that most of it's going to be in the patches afterwards because I've got the last little bit of the main game.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Is like, but you're getting the like compared to where I am in the very
beginning of Heaven's Ward.
Yeah, the very beginning of Heaven's Ward. Like compared to that, like is it like
Yes, we are definitely.
It is feeling like there is a conflict coming.
The further on in the game that you get, basically what happens is you're getting up to Heaven's Ward, so you'll do Heaven's Ward, right, and you'll just deal with what's happening with Heaven's Ward. You will find out that Ascians are around because they're the Ascians.
Yeah,
they're everywhere.
They're even in Realm Reborn, but you know.
Yeah. But between the two main games, so between Heaven's Ward and Stormblood, you'll get a ton of world building, right? Which not only bigs up for Stormblood, but it also explains a lot of the things that you're going to get to later on, right? So, whereas where I'm up to right now, there hasn't been anything that's really been like, oh yes, the next expansion is going to be like the big end.
Yeah.
Oh, no. But it has been like with each expansion, I can't think of the bloody word, stakes. The stakes have been getting bigger and bigger as it's gone.
That's what I'm saying. Is like the whole story has been building and building and like you know something is coming. You don't know when. But you know something massive is coming, and yet WoW seems like just out of the blue.
Yeah, the jailer does feel like he's
like they've just come out. This whole jailer thing and the fucking whatever that's basically the fucking Infinity Gauntlet has literally come out of the blue, and there's no build to it. And so like, it's not gonna have the same impact. Because it's like, well, wait, why all of a sudden is this really important? Why all of a sudden is this guy the big bad? Why all of a sudden are we here? Why all of a sudden is this an important fight? What? Yeah. Just like...
Well, there's a video Asmongold did on... Well, he was just basically talking about the story in general. And he basically brought up the point is like, how do we know the jailer's not right?
Yeah.
Because at the moment, all it is the jailer's evil because he's evil. Like, he doesn't... There's no motivation. There's no sort of like...
While with Final Fantasy 14, we've had so many expansions where the Ascians have been not up in our faces like, yeah, we're the bad guys, but like they've clearly been behind the scenes and they've been doing nefarious shit.
Yeah.
Like, there's actual things that they do that'll go, yeah, okay, so yeah.
And to be fair, I think it's the end of Stormblood, but the end of Stormblood is where you find out what the Ascians' goal,
what their end goal
really is, and then Shadowbringers does kind of like elaborate on it, of like why they want to do this and why everything's they're doing it.
But it like that's what I'm saying. Like, this final fight in Final Fantasy 14 doesn't feel like it's out of the blue. Like this, like the Ascians aren't all of a sudden just appeared in Shadowbringers.
We are the Ascians and we're going to destroy the world. Oh, okay. Where did you come from? I don't know.
Why are you doing this? Because we can.
Why are you doing this? I don't know. They haven't figured that out. The book's not out yet.
Yeah. Fuck. And I think that's the biggest problem. Like, they've tried to do... I think, yeah.
How?
I think the big WoW, story-wise, has tried to bandwagon. And the problem being is that your story going into this...
Well, it's definitely tried to bandwagon onto fucking Thanos. Like, I'm sorry, it has. The jailer is fucking Thanos.
Yeah.
Like,
right? And also, like, but the big problem also is again, coming into this was Sylvanas.
Yeah.
And potentially the old gods coming back. And, like, rumours and speculations and hints that maybe Sylvanas was working with or for the old gods. And then... This comes out of fucking nowhere.
She's working for the jailer. Why is she working for the jailer? Why? What? Just goddamn it. I mean, you've shot yourself in the foot by having your stories in books and not in the game for the first place. Like,
yo, an MMO. Like, are you telling me like none of the fucking stories in? It's like, are you kidding me? This is an MMO. You're the fucking originators of, like, the current format of MMOs. Are you telling me you don't know how to put your story in your game? Are you...
I think that's what they... Well, they did that with Overwatch, didn't they?
Yes.
Oh, there's no story in our game.
Destiny.
Yeah, Destiny did that. Bungie. Good God.
Grimoire cards.
Fucking Grimoire cards. Oh my god! Yes, I want to learn what's going on in the world. Hold on, let me just pause the game. I'm gonna go sit at a PC for the next 35 hours and read all these little cards that I managed to collect. Oh wait, I haven't got this one card that could have possibly really big implications on what's going on in the universe. So if I don't have that one card and something happens later on, I have no idea what the fuck's happening.
I understand everyone goes on about Dark Souls storytelling of the fact that, like, they don't tell you the lore. They just give you these... But the thing is, it's like...
Yeah, but you can piece together the lore.
They give you enough information to piece together.
And it's in the game.
What's going on. And it's in the game.
It's in the game.
You know, it's like...
We've got massively sidetracked.
Yes, we have. Well, we were bashing on EA
We were bashing on EA, then we were bashing on Activision, and then,
Back to 2K. Let's go back to 2K and just basically go, what the How? How do you fuck this up?
Yeah.
Like, all you needed to do was release a shiny Grand Theft Auto 3, Grand Theft Auto Vice City, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas with a little bit of improvement in the controls.
Maybe
that's all you needed to do.
Maybe they're the equivalent of a shiny Charizard in game format.
Possibly.
It can happen. It's just very rare.
Yes.
Very, very rare.
Yeah, it's like... And it just shows that you can't just basically throw a fucking game into a fucking upgrading computer and
everything could be alright.
And everything will be alright. Like, who decided that? I want to know who decided that, because they need to be kicked off.
I'm assuming an idiot.
Yes.
I'm assuming an idiot. Because I think a normal person would go, no, we kind of need to work on this game.
I mean, we can put it in to start the process so that we're not, spending ages building the game from the ground up, but we put it in and then we fix all the things that it breaks.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Okay, so on to another, because, wow, this game is just... Wow. It just keeps getting better. Amazon Games switches off New World's entire economy after players discover duping glitch.
Well, we said it being on the server being
if there was ever another MMO that needed the Final Fantasy 14 approach of just nuking the original game.
New World.
New World.
New World's it. Amazon, you need to nuke your world. I mean, unfortunately, you can't get Yoshi P.
Yeah, unfortunately, you can't get Yoshi P. By the way, Yoshi P is the greatest game developer that has ever existed in the history of humankind. He is a god.
I mean, there are people who will argue about that, mostly from the camp of Hideo Kojima. But in MMO-wise, I would concede the point, since Kojima has not made an MMO.
Yeah, that, no, it's not even that. He's not made an MMO while fixing the previous MMO that this new MMO is going to take over.
Yes. Yoshi P.
Legend.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, Square Enix should have just a statue of Yoshi P.
I was about to say, when Yoshi P finally retires, when he finally cannot do it anymore and deserves and gets his deserved retirement and him to only time, where he can just do whatever the fuck he wants.
He can play all the MMOs he wants.
That last day, they should unveil a statue of him in the foyer. Literally, the first thing anyone sees is not Cloud or Sephiroth or any of the other Square Enix characters or montage of the world. There'd just be a statue of Yoshi P, because that guy not only
well, he didn't just save Final Fantasy 14, he saved fucking Square Enix.
Yeah, he basically saved Square Enix. I'm sorry, he did, because 14 was that bad of a dumpster fire that it threatened. Like, you think 14 came out, then 15 came out.
Yeah, like what?
Before 14 was 13,
yeah,
and that dumpster fire.
Yeah.
So yeah, like Square Enix was in a really bad spot, and then he comes out with A Realm Reborn that wasn't perfect. It's very arduous, but then
it's still fun.
But it bought them time for Heaven's
Fort.
That's what it did. It bought them time for Heaven's Ward, and then Heaven's Ward. Then the patch between that sent them into Heaven's Ward came out and just threw everyone up for a loop. And everyone was talking. I remember when that patch came out, because everyone was talking about it. Everyone was like, "Oh my god, this is amazing! What the hell is going on? I have to get. I need to get Heaven's Ward now.
Yeah.
I need to know what's going on. What the hell?"
And you didn't. Well, you did, but you never. You didn't get up to us.
No, I didn't. I didn't even get up to the patch. I don't think I'm at the moment yet.
Really?
No.
Oh, are you still making the Crystal Braves?
Yeah, right. I've got another dungeon to go in. It's to go after the Bandit Queen.
Yeah, so you're still making the Crystal Braves?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're not even up to the moment yet.
No. Oh, I know I'm not.
So actually, you know what? I reckon I could make a new character, start again, and catch up to you.
Yes, you probably
and
could.
Give you a hand if you like.
You probably could. You probably could.
I might do that when Ellen Walker comes out, because I want to make a bunny boy.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking I might change my character.
Mm-hmm.
But my character's been a cat boy for so long. I don't want to change him now. I feel like he's now a part of me.
Yeah. You've had too much time invested in him as a cat boy that you can't go back.
Yeah, it's so much so. Like, I love the attention to detail in this game. Is like, so with all the other races, when you sit down, you just sit down like normal. If you're a cat boy or a cat girl, no, you squat like a cat.
Like a cat. Well, no, mine's a cat boy as well. Mine's
great.
a cat boy, and he does the same. And like,
I love this so much. So in the cutscenes, when he sits down like a cat. It's
great.
I love it. I love it so much.
Great. So, what we were talking about?
No, we're talking about New World.
New World, yes.
New World. We were saying that New World.
I mean, we've had a great segue, because we were talking about MMOs, and then we're talking about a specific MMO.
Yeah. So we were saying that New World might deserve a Final Fantasy. If there's ever a game that needs a vote, it needs Yoshi P.
It may need the Bahamut option.
Yeah, Bahamut might have to come down and nuke the place.
Just completely destroy it. Everything.
There's just so many bugs. So many bugs. It should never have been released in that state.
It should never have been client side. I don't understand.
It's not client side.
Is it not?
No, it's not client side.
Because that's what a lot of people were saying, wasn't it?
A lot of people were saying that.
Because that was the only way the bugs made sense.
The evidence that a lot of us had was that
a lot of stuff was done clients. It seemed to be done client side, because for example, tab.
Yeah.
You tab out and you become invincible because you're not in the game.
So it's not. They've come out and said it's definitely not client. It's not a client side based game. It's all server side.
So what explains all the bugs then?
It's just bad program. They just need to. They really need to work on fixing it.
They do need to fix it, but like the things you need, like clearly the testing hasn't been either listened to or not done properly, because the sort of like.
Because I want to, I'm going to say right now here, I want New World to do well because I actually want to play New World.
Yeah.
Like, I like the look of the world and everything in it, and I actually want to play the game. But with all these bugs right now, I don't want to get involved because I don't want my game to crash about halfway through it. Yeah. And plus, my PC wouldn't be able to play it anyway. Cause
yeah, but also, you kind of don't want it to melt your graphics card. I mean, I don't want it.
I know my PC is potato anyway, but I don't want it to turn my PC into an actual potato.
Yes.
So
what are they doing with the economy?
Basically, there is a bug that you can exploit that lets you dupe your gold.
Yeah. And so it's basically suffering from hyperinflation. So they've had to pull
the economy.
Yeah.
From the game just to stop it. That's basically. It's also that, and there's also a way you can dupe so that. So basically, what you do is some of the weekly quests are get 100 tree branches and stuff like that, and then give it back to the city or whatever.
The town or
right. If you go to the auction,
mm-hmm.
put them up on auction,
mm-hmm.
then hand the quest in.
Yeah.
Right.
You get an extra.
You get your XP and your gold, but then you can go back to the auction house and take your tree branches out, and then you've still got your tree branches.
Oh. Yeah, that's clearly a communication. That's clearly something wrong with the communication of coding and the Clearly, it's not registering that you. Yeah, by the way, you've handed this fucking thing off. You don't have it now.
Yeah.
That's simple as you need to hand over those branches. You need to hand them over to the quest getter.
It's just got a lot of
before you get the quest for
it's just got a lot of bugs that really need working on.
Yeah.
It's definitely a game that shouldn't have been released.
The problem is with it being Amazon, I don't think it's going to last long enough to survive, which is a shame because it showed promise. And
I feel
the concept is really good.
I like the idea. I do, and like I said, I really like the way it looks. Like its art style, I really like. I like the way you play the game looks.
Yeah.
Like that looks really fun.
I think that the bugs and also the like we said the end game where it's basically just faction wars over and over and over again, and it's like there seems to be no downtime. Yeah. I think that burns people out of because it becomes monotonous and it doesn't become fun. Like the wars should be spread out so that they're an actual thing. Like EVE Online is basically like a player run economy and a player run faction type and all that sort of stuff. But it does feel like when factions go, whatever they've put in as checks and balances, it doesn't feel like basically all the factions are fighting each other all the time.
Yeah,
they actually have alliance systems and peace treaties and ceasefires and so when a major war kicks off, you know about it because it makes the fucking news. $20 billion has just been wiped off the server. Why? Well, because this faction attacked this faction, and that's the price of the ships that got blown up.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I know.
EVE Online is crazy. EVE Online is crazy.
You look at EVE Online, you go, "Yeah, I'm not doing that."
It is fucking insane.
I'm not risking my life on that.
I'm not, and it's so having a player-based economy and the way EVE does is possible because fucking EVE Online does it. So shit, and again, it's you why can't you look at these and take things from them? Why can't you do that, Amazon? Why do you have to make all the mistakes that have been made before? Why can you not go, well, this is what happens here. Let's see why it happens here. And if it's a bad thing, we make sure it doesn't happen in ours. And if it's a good thing, we make sure we try and encourage that.
Oh, wow. Don't worry, it'll be fine.
Look, unless you're actually nicking the code, it's not copyright infringement.
Yeah, you can take ideas. You just have to make them...
You can't copyright ideas. It's impossible. I mean, granted, Ubisoft and the like are wanting to do that. Oh, yeah. But you can't.
I'm waiting for Ubisoft to go, yes, we are patenting the live service model. Because our Assassin's Creed live service game is the only live service game.
It's completely different to all the others that claim to be live services, but they're not. They're not the Ubisoft live service experience. Oh, no. Yeah, no, it isn't.
Oh, God.
You don't know why? Because it's not shit.
Ubisoft is getting into the live service.
And they're doing it with Assassin's Creed.
Oh my God! The thing is, like I think we've mentioned it before, but the Assassin's Creed live service is not a bad idea. It's doable, but it's Ubisoft.
Right, the implementation is going to be shit.
It's going to be terrible.
It's going to be shit. We all know this. We know this is what's going to happen. Anyway, hopefully they get to fix New World.
Yes, hopefully
they're able to solve the problems it has quick enough so the game doesn't die. I'm concerned that they won't be able to do that, but I hope that they will. Oh well, what's the other MMO that's coming out that I'm really interested in? Is it?
I think it was Ashes of Creation.
Ashes of Creation. That's the one that I'm really looking at. Going.
I'm looking at. Oh, I've gotten rid of the wrong article.
Oh dear.
No.
What have you done?
No, that's not
How dare you?
Hold on. Right, so, moving on. Where are you?
So it's not been very good news this week. As usual. It's like, what the hell? Can you not just be cool?
I've got some more bad news.
Oh god, great.
This is bad news for anybody who likes the game Jump Force.
Yes, all 5 of you.
I was going to get that game, you know.
Yes.
Although, to be fair,
and then it got released.
I just want to be Ichigo Kurizaki.
Kurizaki, yes. And then it got released.
Yeah.
And then it got released, and I was like, oh, yeah.
Look, I knew what it was going to be. I knew it was going to be the exact same sort of arena fighter game that they've always done.
Yes, I know.
It wasn't anything.
Jump Force.
It wasn't anything that I wasn't expecting.
That's very true.
I think the problem was everybody was expecting it to be, I think, fucking Street Fighter.
No. This guy.
Yeah.
They were expecting, not this guy. Dissidia,
yeah.
Yeah, they were expecting, at least. I don't think they were expecting it at the same level as Dissidia, but they were expecting like, okay, so Dissidia's just come out. It is really popular. It is really good, and it is. Jump Force has to be at least trying to be as good. We don't expect it to be as good, but we want it to, try. And they just went, nah, we're just going to release the exact same fucking game mechanics as we had before. We're not going to change anything.
Unfortunately, Jump Force will be removed from stores. Bandai Namco is going to be deactivating the fighting games online functions. This is going to be like early next year. I think February is when it's going to get pulled from stores, and then August is when the actual online features are going to be closed off.
Yes. The digital only is the future. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm going to stick with my discs that I can actually still fucking play. Thank you very much. Even when you decide to pull everything from the...
It's mainly due to, I think, the fact that Bandai Namco have lost the rights to the Shueisha characters.
Sake. Why? Why do you bother signing a timed fucking license when you want to pull out a game like this? Why? What is the fucking point? What is wrong with you? Just go, I want a license for this game. How long do you want the game out for? What do you mean? Forever. When it gets released, that's it. It's out in the open. We don't want to pull it back. But no, you want the cheap option. Oh, we'll only license it out for 3 years. Oh yeah, we'll do that. That'll be great. Yeah, we'll get all our money that we'll get from the game by then. Yes, because games don't go through renaissance periods at times. There isn't There wasn't a game that came out, didn't do that great, and then all of a sudden streamers played it like a year and a half after launch, and then almost everybody was playing it. I mean, you know, there wasn't a game like that. I'm sure a game hasn't had that sort of lifespan. Oh wait, yes, Among Us. Yes, Among Us wasn't a new release when it exploded into popularity. It had been out for a while, and then a bunch of streamers played it, had a lot of fun with it, showed it to the internet community. The internet community went, "Oh my god, this is great!" And then it just it's no longer the period of like people's only notice is through word of mouth and fucking magazines. Like there are potential games out there that have not had the best launch that can do well. Now, granted, these games are good on launch. These are not like, you know, Avengers. I'm sorry, that game is done. Wakanda was its chance, and it blew it.
Yeah, it did. It really did. I mean, you got Wakanda for free.
Yeah.
I mean, I suppose that's
and Black Panther for free.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, you know, you still have to pay for it.
I think they've just released... Oh, no, they're releasing Spider-Man soon.
Yeah. Finally.
I'm trying to think if there's another character coming to that game. Or that's already come. I can't remember. I've not really paid attention to Marvel's Avengers, because every time I look at it, it's just more disappointment.
Yes.
It's like that child that you're just like, you can do it. You can do it.
You just have to try.
You just actually have to try, and they just won't try. And you just think, oh.
You know what?
Well, I'm done. What's the point?
Yeah, I don't like the people going like, oh yeah, we're gonna get the license for like 3 years, and we're gonna pull the game the moment the license runs out. And I'm like, no, you put the license on the game, and you have it for as long as the game is out.
It does suck because there is a decent size of a scene. It's not like massive, but there's a decent sized scene there for Jump Force. It's not a bad game.
Yeah.
It's just not, you know, it's not the same level as like Street Fighter or Tekken or anything like that, you know.
Yeah.
It's still a decent game.
Yeah, it's a shame for the people who actually enjoy playing it because of a chief executive, a person who doesn't actually play the game or work on the game, or because of someone who has nothing to do with it has decided we are not willing to pay the money other than for a short period of time.
Yes.
Rockstar. Yeah, no, I'm not.
We're coming back to you, Rockstar.
We're coming back to you, buddy, Mister. We're gonna pull from Grand Theft Auto 4 the actual song that everyone identifies with Grand Theft Auto 4. Why? Because we couldn't be bothered renewing the fucking license.
Yeah.
We didn't want to.
That happened. That's happened in these ones. There's some songs that aren't in.
Yeah.
They've took them out of the code. Because they were also there with the hot coffee thing.
I'm trying to remember. There is one that they have pulled that's like really, really. Like, are you fucking kidding? I think that there's a couple of Vice City songs that they've pulled, and I'm like, we told you, do not do this. If you're gonna do the remaster and you don't have if your fucking rights have run out, renew them.
Yeah.
Otherwise, don't do the remaster. Yeah. Fucking cheap ass bullshit.
Alright, so we're going to move on to good news. Nice news.
Yay, finally.
And I'm actually surprised. Mainly because of where they come from. Them doing this. But yeah, the creators of Genshin Impact, MiHoYo, have basically come out and said if you have a Genshin Impact design or a fan story that you want to sell, go ahead and do it. You won't have to pay any royalties. You don't have to fill out a form or anything to us.
They basically just said,
go do it.
You can make fan.
Yeah,
products.
You can make fan merchandise.
You can make fan merchandise of Genshin Impact and sell it. And so, therefore, because Genshin Impact, being waifu, breath of the waifu,
has a very large fan base.
And a very talented fan base as well of the artistic genre. Expect the fan art / fan merchandising of Genshin Impact to explode through the roof, and I'm quite happy about that.
Yeah, I think this is really, really good.
Yeah, this is a good thing. Because, I mean, yes, there are obviously issues with the Genshin Impact. The whole gacha system is, a thing.
Yeah, the gacha issue is a pretty big thing.
But Genshin Impact is a beautiful game. It's an enjoyable game. I like the combat, and
the story's pretty good.
The story's pretty good. Quite interesting, and the characters are really, really good, and the designs are really, really good.
Yes, the character design is really good.
The character designs is on point. I can't look at a single one of them and go, "Yeah, you did that as a throwaway character."
Yeah,
each one.
Well, I don't know, Bennett.
That's his combat.
I only said that because of the meme.
Yeah, no, that's his combat. If you look at his actual character, that's what I'm on about. There is a lot of detail and attention that's been put in each and every single character.
Also, Raiden Shogun, best character. Don't care what anybody says.
Yeah, she's OP.
She just is.
She's OP.
She just is.
She is literally OP. I'm sorry, she is. And I wanted to keep it. I want that kept. I want her to stay on because she's the Raiden Shogun.
She needs to be OP.
She needs to be OP. For it to make sense, she has to be OP. She's in the lore wise, she's the strongest.
I think she's one of the strongest. She's up there at the top.
I think the only person that's going to be stronger is the Saritsa.
Yeah, Shiznaya's
Archon, because she's the big bad. Let's all be honest.
Yeah, she's going to
be honest. If she turns out to be the goddess at the very beginning of the game, I would not be surprised. I don't think she is.
My theory is, how they're collecting the Gnosuses?
Yeah.
I think if you get all the Gnosuses, you summon that god.
Yeah.
That's my theory. Because, what are the Gnosuses? We don't know anything.
Yeah.
The gods who have lost their Gnosis really don't seem to care that they've lost their Gnosis.
Yeah, Venti.
Venti was just I got punched in the stomach, but, other than that...
I've still got my powers.
I've got everything, and granted, his character is the carefree guy who really doesn't crap about anything.
Zhong Li
willingly gave it up.
And was basically just tired of being the god of Liyue. And the Shogun's...
Shogun gave it to...
Well, she didn't. Her second in command? The Shrine Maiden.
The Shogun gave it to the Shrine Maiden, and the Shrine Maiden traded it for the Traveler's life for... spoilers. for...
Balador, who is actually not a living person.
Yeah, he's a doll.
Yeah.
Nice.
I know. Spoilers, by the way.
The Archons really don't seem to care that they're losing these things.
Yeah.
None of them's going well if they get all of them.
The Shrine Maiden literally said they don't need them. They don't need the Gnosises. It used to give them power, but they've been this powerful for so long. They don't actually need them anymore. So, yeah. It is interesting, what the hell's going to happen when this...
So, why... Yeah, that's my thing. Why do they need all the Gnosises? And what happens when you get them? So my theory is that it takes you to that. If you get them all,
it takes you that.
It takes you up.
It takes you up to the thing that loads up every.
Yeah, that's where you go. You go up to there, and that's where whatever that woman was who shoved you in a box.
God knows how long.
Yeah, because your brother or your sister's clearly been into that longer than you have.
Yeah.
So. Spoilers.
Look,
nobody watches his videos anyway. Yeah, so it's perfectly fine. I can literally spoil.
Here's the thing, right? Right, you've got two. There are three things. One, no one watches these videos. Two, anyone who watches these videos and doesn't know what we're talking about won't be getting the Genshin Impact anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
And three, the people who will be getting this that we're really saying spoilers for already know all this.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
They're the only three camps. I refuse to believe there was a fourth one of a new player that has just started playing Genshin Impact.
And somehow found this video.
That
YouTube is literally burying underneath the fucking...
Yeah. It's bad enough that you've got you're a small channel as is. It's
a small channel is a strong word for what this channel is.
Yes, I'm being considerate.
You're being generous.
I'm being generous because I'm your brother.
Yes.
But then, there's the whole algorithm thing, which just buries people for no apparent reason other than you're not popular enough. Anyway, but yeah, it's a good thing. And allowing people to show their appreciation and their love for a product or a thing, and it's always a good thing. And then, saying, yeah, by the way, if you're good enough, you can make money off this. Yeah, go ahead, have fun. We give you our permission.
Also, it's a good way to get people into your game.
Yes,
because people will see fan art or fan made T-shirts and stuff like that, and be like, oh, I wonder what that is, and then it's getting.
Yeah, everyone's going to see some. I guarantee you, there is a character in Genshin Impact that speaks out to at least everyone. There's at least one character for almost every type of person.
Yeah.
From your snidey, dark-haired edgelords like Kaya to your laid-back, not care in the world Venti.
Yeah.
To the most adorable character, Klee.
No, to the cutest, insanely demonic people in the world, Klee.
Yes.
Because she's the Eevee of Genshin Impact. The most evil creature in the world.
And adorable at that.
And also adorable.
Because everyone loves Klee.
Yeah.
Klee loves
everyone. And everybody loves Klee. And that is a fact, people. That is just a fact.
So yeah, it's a good.
Obviously, also this week they had the 2.3 live stream, which actually looked pretty cool. We're getting albedo.
You see this, and this is the thing I'm happy with, is that they're constantly adding more ways to get more Primogems, which is the way you freely get your pulls on.
Yeah.
I'm like, yes, give me more Primogems. Just keep
the amount of events between. I don't think there's a single week where there isn't an event going on.
Yeah, and each one gives you a lot of Primogems, which is good.
You can at least keep it up. You can at least get 1 10 pull every event.
Yeah, and sometimes even more.
Yeah, even more especially if you've been doing your dailies and because you get Primogems for doing any side quests that you find now.
Yeah.
You get Primogems for maybe you only get 2 or 3 or 5, but chests now give you Primogems. So
they've definitely since launch up the amount of Primogems that you're getting, and it's a good thing. And I actually encourage that and say yes, actually give me more, please. I know you want to sell your pulls. That's how you're making your money at the moment. But please make it more easy to get Primogems.
The only thing I'm asking for now is, can you please give me skins?
Yeah, I think that's what they really need to move into. Is like sell the skins and just literally let us.
I would really like the Maid Noelle skin from the KFC deal that you did in China.
Yes,
because Noelle is adorable.
Yes. She is one of
and
your
she
favorites.
Looks even more adorable in that maid outfit.
Yes.
And it's like, I just want that. Also, Diluc looks awesome as a waiter.
I mean,
he really does.
Yeah, Diluc looks like a badass anyway.
In a waistcoat, he just looks awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, there will be inevitably more fan art and fan fiction and fan stuff.
I think, if I'm honest, I think now is a really good time. If you haven't played Genshin Impact, now's because the amount of stuff there is to do, just story wise alone.
Yeah, go through the story, you'll get at least 10 pulls.
Yeah, go through the story.
Easily.
You'll get a decent.
If you just hardline the story, you will just end up with.
There's all the character side quests. There's all the character story quests.
Yeah.
There's the hangout events that have never disappeared. And there's what?
I think there's
8.
Yeah, there's 8 now.
8 now.
And there's
at least 5 endings for each.
And you get 10
for each characters.
10 Primogen for each ending. I think it's 10.
No, I think it's 50.
Oh my god! Holy So that is.
I think it's 50. I could be wrong.
Yeah, but anyway, like there is an absolute mountain of Primogems that you can get.
Yeah, there's loads of stuff to do
right now if you are new, if you have not played it yet. So yeah, But yeah, I like the whenever a game or something gets really, really, really popular, like Genshin Impact, when something gets a massive fan base and that fan base includes very talented people who are able to either make art or models or blah 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 blah. The owners of that thing can go over one or two ways. They can either they can either copyright everything, stamp on everything, basically do the 2K.
Yeah.
Basically, you could go the 2K route of just go, no, you are not allowed to make our game funner. You are not allowed to make our game. You are not allowed to embrace our game. No. And basically just, I don't know, give your game an actual lifespan and kill it. Or you can open arms, say, yes, here is our game. We love that you love our game. We embrace it. Which is what Meteor has done.
I know the little business side of me, as I like to call it, the bad side of me.
Yeah.
Because the bad side of me does generally just think about making money. But you have to understand that from 16, I have worked in retail.
Yeah, no.
My brain functions on I need to make money.
Yes.
That's how my brain functions, especially while I'm at work. But the other side of me is just like, well, if a lot of fans make a lot of stuff, right, that means anything with the official MiHoYo seal on it, the price on that goes skyrocketing up.
Yes. And there is that. Like, official merchandise will become more valuable.
Yeah.
And again, when you allow this to happen, more people get exposed to it. More people go, oh, I'm going to try this. More people start playing your game. More people start buying your products. More people go, oh, this is fun. Have you got something else? Ooh, there's a girl mecha one. Ooh, let's see what that is. And that's how they get more people into.
Did you know Honkai Impact, the girl mecha one? Honkai Impact and Genshin Impact, they're part of the same universe.
Yes.
I was like, oh, how?
Well, right. Here's the thing: they're not on the same planet; they're on the same universe. They're in the same universe. Like,
I get that.
They could be like different time zones, or they could be on the opposite side of the galaxy.
The thing is, it's just like if you look at the character designs, you're just like, well, that's Baal. And that's Diluc.
Yeah. Yes.
And that's Paimon. The first character you get in Honkai Impact is Paimon. Just a big version of it.
Here's the thing, right? Can you imagine if Paimon actually is that character?
Yeah, no, this is what I mean. Like, they're the same character.
No, what I mean is like, it is actually... story-wise, lore-wise, the same character.
I'm telling you, we are going to get to a point in Genshin Impact where Paimon is going to grow tall. She's going to have the whole anime transformation thing. She's going to be Neliel.
Yeah.
From Bleach. She's going to be tiny, and then she's going to get really, really mad, and then she's going to turn into this big, busty, bloody kick-ass anime woman.
Yes.
That's what's going to happen to Paimon.
I'm expecting that. The trope has to be done.
That's what's going to happen with
The trope
Paimon.
has to be done, and none of the other characters fit.
No.
Because all the other characters, all the other little cute, adorable ones are pretty powerful.
Yeah. Yeah, they are. Like, well, I'd say Dion is probably the weakest, but she's a cat girl.
Yes. So therefore that doesn't work.
She can't... It'd be weird if it was Diona.
Yeah.
And it'd be weird if it was Klee, because... he's a child.
Yes.
And it would be weird if it was Chi-Chi. Well, no, Chi-Chi would work. She's actually dead.
Yeah, she's a zombie.
She's a zombie. So Chi-Chi would work.
But then again, they were like, yeah, but that doesn't work because she's a zombie.
But she's a zombie. And Seiyu... I don't even know what Seiyu is.
Seiyu is a ninja. Therefore, she has to be small.
Also, she's incredibly lazy.
Yes. So therefore, I doubt she'd be able to actually work up the...
So Paimon's the only small character that it would probably work.
Yeah. I mean, granted, there may be a small character in the future that does that trope, but at the moment...
The thing is, like, I could just imagine it now. Paimon's actually... You actually get Paimon in a normal size. And then when you do her, like, elemental burst, it just... poof, it goes all Gundam Unicorn.
Either that or... One Piece. Is it Sukon form?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Carrot.
Yeah. That's what we get. Just this, and she just wrecks everything. She becomes the strongest character in the game.
Yeah, she just one shot
destroys everyone.
She just one shots everyone.
She breaks the game.
Yeah, I don't mind that. I
mean, it could work because we don't actually know what Paimon is.
I don't think even Paimon knows what Paimon is. But again, back to the whole embracing the community and the creativity of the community and saying, yeah, go and do this. I will never look at that and go, yeah, that's a bad thing. Because even if you think, like, oh, well, they're losing money from this merchandise, it's like, yeah, but this merchandise gets more people in. So therefore, it is actually potentially increasing.
It's bringing in more players.
It's bringing in more people, which means it grows the fan base, which means that more people are spending more money on the game, which means that you are making... Again, it's not a zero-sum world, people. You can literally go, I am going to support this person, and this person supports me, and we both go up.
Yeah.
Like,
my God.
I don't understand where this zero-sum world game thing has come. Like, you have to put someone down to lift yourself up.
It's the terrible side of capitalism.
Yes, it is the very terrible side of it. This is the thing. I don't even like. I look at it and go, but that's capitalism is supposed to be about the growth of wealth, right? And if you are raising yourself up and putting someone down, that is not growing wealth. That is just supplanting it.
This is where Gen X comes into being.
I don't care about anyone. I'm all right, Jack, and I don't care about anyone else but myself.
Generation X comes along and just slides in the middle there. So you've got your beginning of capitalism where it's like, right, okay, so I've got this business and I'm doing all right, but if I want to expand, I need to be good. I need to be a good boss, and I need people to want to work for me and all that stuff. So I pay them well.
And those people then spend money in my store.
Yeah, those people then spend their wage in my store. So I'm getting some of my money back.
Yeah.
So all good. But then Gen X comes along and says, "Oh no! You're doing it all wrong, mate. You're doing it all wrong. What you need to do is pay them less, make them work more."
You get more productivity that way.
But
all these people over here, all these really intelligent people, social economic guys, say that actually if you work people to the bone, they're less productive. Oh, don't ignore them. They're just.
Look at them. They're all they've got is they're just nerds.
Yeah.
They're just nerds. Look at me in my nice fancy jacket.
Yeah.
That's cool because I watched The Breakfast Club. Look at me. Honestly, a lot of the problems in the work is all down to Gen X's and their fucking selfishness.
I'm all right, Jack.
Bollocks thing that they brought along with them.
Also, I'd like to call Thatcherism. I'm all right, Jack.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
But anyway,
you've gone.
Anyway, enough about politics and social things. We'll end it there. I do hope you've enjoyed this chat. A lot of good things. Happy birthday, Xbox.
Yeah.
And we'll see you in the next one. Bye now.
Toodles.